I'm Coleman Frazier, and I did a report on the effects of increasing the minimum wage at the DeForest Fire Department. During the Great Depression in 1938, the U.S. first established the minimum wage at 25 cents per hour. The most recent has been from $5.15 to $7.25 in 2009. This was a 40% increase in the minimum wage. The driving force to change minimum wage in the past was due to economic growth and the low unemployment rate. In recent years, many have started to call for an increase in minimum wage due to wanting a higher salary when working lower jobs. This could become an economic disaster due to people wanting to change it for their own personal gain without taking into consideration the effects that it could have. Next, I interviewed Lieutenant Wagner and asked him what would happen if the minimum wage were to increase. Wagner replied by saying, if the minimum wage were to increase, it would cause the fire department to turn the full-time firefighters into paid on call. Full-time firefighters will no longer be at the station prepared and ready for emergency calls, but will have to commute from their present location. This could be a safety hazard for the public due to the firefighters racing to get to the scene as fast as possible. Instead of a 60-second dispatch time for full-time firefighters to leave the station, it could increase this to a longer on-scene response time. Continuing, one doesn't choose to be a firefighter for the money. It's about protecting and serving the public. It's demoralizing when you see someone standing around at a fast food industry setting making $15 an hour when a firefighter is out protecting the public and property while risking their own lives to do so. Going through the program, such as a firefighter protection program, an individual has a minimum of 2 years to acquire the certificates and skills needed to become a full-time firefighter. An individual pursuing a career path who works on the floor of a fast food industry does not have to attend any further education after high school to obtain the job. When a firefighter sees someone who takes orders for a living making close to them at an hourly wage, it is extremely demoralizing. If the minimum wage were to go up to $15 an hour for the most basic jobs, cost of living would also increase. If the cost of living increases for those who are pursuing a firefighter career, they would have a tough time staying afloat financially if their pay didn't increase with the minimum wage. Firefighters, on average, earn $43,000 a year, and they work around 48 hours per week. This would mean that the average firefighter earns $17 an hour. That would be only $2 higher than a fast food worker would earn at an hourly wage. Purdue University researched the effects of rising the minimum wage. The research stated that paying fast food worker restaurants employees $15 an hour could lead to higher prices. Prices at those businesses could increase by an estimated 4.3%. The hourly wage of a firefighter would increase with the increase of the minimum wage, so that everything would still be proportional. This would be a horrible scenario because stations wouldn't be able to afford to pay as many workers as they would like. Fire departments are solely funded by the community that they serve and protect, and the grants from the community and state. Since the departments are receiving money and grants from the community, they would be more affected by the businesses that have a steady income. Overall, raising the minimum wage would have a negative impact on firefighters and the departments, as well as the community that they serve. I hope you have learned something from this presentation of why the increase of minimum wage to $15 an hour will negatively affect the fire department of DeForest. Thank you for watching.